Hey everybody! So in this video I'm going to be softly speaking with you and tapping, scratching, doing public ASMR through the Switzerland airport in Geneva. I'm going to be focusing on all, like, as you can see, the Switzerland, like, kind of tourist shop things that you can purchase that are all about Switzerland. So I'm starting with these keychains. You'll see a theme come up of all the things that kind of are representing Switzerland. So there are bells around, like sheep's necks and maybe other animals, cows and things like that, on the hills of Switzerland. And I believe it's so the owners know where they are, and they can hear them, find them, because they're really like large spaces to live in and move around in. So you hear those bells, so that's why you see some bells. These are like the Swiss Army knives. They're probably not really Swiss Army knives, but it's that idea. You'll see some real Swiss Army knives eventually here. All the things that Switzerland is known for. So currently I'm in the airport, just on heading from Geneva to Poland actually, and then from Poland to Egypt. And so I had some time before getting on my flight and wanted to film for you here, because I've never gotten to film in the Switzerland airport for you, the Geneva airport. I actually have been to Switzerland twice, both times for about 2 weeks. So just visiting. One of my best friends is Swiss. I met her in the US, she was studying, and then when she moved back to Switzerland I got to go and visit her and her fiance at the time, and then later I went for their wedding. And so I can share bits and pieces of my experience there, although it's limited. This is the flag of Switzerland. You'll see it on everything. The red with the white kind of cross there. It's funny because to me I keep thinking it's like first aid stuff. These are the bells that they like put on the cows' necks, I believe. And you hear them all over the hills. These are the little, they just did like different designs on different kinds of bells. I like this white one. Lots of different kinds. So these are keychains with the little bell. This is a big one. Lots and lots. Of course, Switzerland is known for delicious chocolates as well. So lots of boxes of chocolate that you can bring home as a gift for friends and family after visiting Switzerland. Swiss Dream. 3 different nuts in those. Here are the cows. It says Switzerland, funny cow. Several different kinds of snow globes. Little dogs. And then you've got the mugs, and these are shot glasses, different sizes, and different designs. I think a lot of people collect shot glasses from different countries or mugs from different countries. But my brain just keeps thinking first aid, like I think it feels medical to me. Because that's what that's like very similar to what our first aid kits look like in the US. More flavours. Dark fondant. Espresso. I usually get questions in the comment sections of public ASMR videos like this, like asking, isn't it uncomfortable to film in public, or how are you able to do that, and stuff like that. I've been doing it for so many years now that I just don't care at all if people are watching me. I'm just gonna go for it and realise, maybe they know what I'm doing, they probably don't. It's normally just, people shopping where I'm shopping and just kind of like, because like I have a camera, and it's my phone camera. I'm not like bringing in a video camera or something. It's quite non-invasive. And yeah, mostly people, they might look, but people don't really want to stare, so they just, look for a moment. So I just kind of, in the beginning, I remember feeling anxiety when I filmed in public, probably for the first year. I felt that way, just like nervous of being asked not to film, or nervous of someone that worked there asking me what I'm doing, or but yeah, after a while it just like, I love doing public ASMR. Like I personally love watching public ASMR videos with tapping and scratching. I love seeing different things in shops, and I feel like it's so fun for you guys to get to see different countries, like just even in the airports, and seeing like all the things that represent the different countries here. You're learning a bit about different countries, so I could think my mind just thinks about that, like how excited I am to have the video for you guys, that I don't even really think about it much anymore. And yeah, I tend to film in places where like they're larger spaces, and I don't have to worry about someone asking me to stop filming, especially, I'm in an airport at a tourist, like with tourist items. They might think I'm taking a video for, I don't know, people in my life. The tapping is the oddity for me. They're like, what's the deal over there? Little train. And I've just been having fun, like when I've done travels, I try my best to film in all the airports if I can. I love international airports, so I go into the like duty-free shops and tap and scratch on all the different items they have. That's kind of like the Swiss Army knife idea, but in like the clip. There's one. If you don't know what a Swiss Army knife is, it's like one of those knives that pops open and it has multiple functions. Not just the knife, it's got lots of different things that you can use, like scissors or screwdriver, or I don't know, lots of little gadgets that are in one tool basically. I do keep wondering when the day will come and when someone sees what I'm doing and knows that it's public ASMR and asks about it. Are you filming ASMR? That would be really kind of fun if someone knew why I was tapping on things. Up to this point, in most cases, I think people are just like, that's weird. You're weird. But it will be interesting if one day someone that watches ASMR public videos, or just anyone that watches ASMR and it's like tapping, they might get it even if they've not watched too many public ASMR videos. Lots of different chocolates. So this is a brand that was everywhere. Aveline's, I guess. Recently I did like a tap through like this in the Saudi Arabia airport, in the Egypt airport. I did a video in the Poland airport, but that was actually a book tapping and scratching video because there was a bookstore with no music, and I was just super pumped about that because it's really hard to find bookstores without music playing. And I try all the time, so to have found one in an airport was really exciting because I love the sound of book tapping. I love seeing all the covers of the books, etc. I might have one in the Germany airport. I'm not entirely sure of that one. I should make like a playlist or something. They've got lots of little notebooks with everything Switzerland on them. Switzerland is extremely lush, just lots of beautiful trees, greenery. It's just very beautiful in terms of nature. It sometimes confuses my brain when I go from the Middle East, especially here in Egypt in a desert, to a very green, tree-filled part of Europe. It's just like, how are these existing at the same time? It's just unbelievable. It's so different. And I like both for different reasons. These are some kids things for the plane, if you want to grab them on your way into a plane. Lots of little magnet souvenirs. More snow globe-ish. But this one's a magnet and a snow globe. These are cute little cuckoo clocks, I think that's what they're called. Oh, I love the sound of those. Little buses. The little charms hanging off the magnet. I like this, you can see like where different kind of well-known places in Switzerland are located, and there's like a symbol of each thing. It's kind of nice to be able to put the places you know in the right spots of the country, kind of visually. Oh, you know what I loved when I was in Switzerland was fondue. I had like a cheese fondue meal at my friend's home, and it was unreal. The cheese they used was unbelievable. I'm forgetting right now, there's an alcohol that goes into the cheese fondue. Often, of course, the alcohol burns off when it's heated up, but the flavour is still there. And you dip just this delicious, freshly made bread squares into the fondue. If you don't know what fondue is, it's a special meal in Switzerland where you're seated as a group around this pot of, it could be different things, in this case a cheese that's melted in a pot, and you take little skewers and you stick the skewer into your piece of bread and then like dip it in the cheese and eat that, and you all do it as a group. There's also chocolate fondue, where the pot in the middle of everyone has different kinds of chocolates, and then you have things to dip in the chocolates, such as fruits, like biscuits or cookies, cake. This is what the fondue, like you can purchase a little container like this, that's the chocolate fondue, and you put it in the pot, and then you put, it's like there's like a burner underneath the little pot, and it heats up the chocolate or the cheese, and yeah, you dip away. Chocolate fondue is really fun because of all the things you can dip in. Like, you know, you have like a bunch of strawberries you can dip into the chocolate and you eat it, and then you dip into like you grab a brownie with your skewer and dip that into the chocolate, some kind of cookie, cracker, biscuit, like I said, other fruits that go well with chocolate, marshmallows sometimes. So it's really fun. This is a cute little box of chocolate. It's got these like airplane wings, and when you open you can see the people inside, and it's the chocolate bits. I think a child would really love that. I also would really love that. Little penguin. So if you're getting a souvenir for a child, it could be fun, something like this, although it's not some super Switzerland focused but yeah, these are very Switzerland focused. They've got the little cowbell chocolates. The hills of Switzerland are truly gorgeous. Just magical. Beautiful grass, beautiful scenery. Just feels like the hills go on and on. You see cows with the bells. It's like, is this real? I know my favourite experience in Switzerland was going to my friend's wedding, because it was the way that they do weddings in Switzerland is so incredibly different from the way we do them in the US and from any other place I've ever attended a wedding. And I actually have gone to weddings in lots of different countries, so the thing that stood out, a few things, is that number one, typically the person who plans the wedding is not the bride and groom. It's usually friends of the bride and groom that plan it for them. So you might be asked by a friend to plan their wedding and vice versa. So she got to really chill and rest, and her wedding was planned for her. Like, all the details were put together, like essentially like a wedding planner to a certain degree, but you don't pay for it, it's your friends doing it. So of course they ask you what you want, what you like, everything, but they do all the planning, the location, they set everything up, it's just kind of amazing. And so my friend was really relaxed, and it was really a party being thrown for her and her husband, and she was in charge. She just got to enjoy. There's no pressure that she's the one in charge. They are in charge, etc. So I was taken aback by that. I thought, well, wouldn't people want to plan their own weddings though too? And it's like, well, you get your say, you say what you want in general, but someone else does it. Someone else makes it happen. And it's your friend, it's not a wedding planner or something, and it doesn't cost anything, and you do it for your friends. My friend had done it for another friend not too long ago, and it's more possible to do it with less kind of personal things going wrong when it's not your wedding. The second thing that really stood out to me was that during most receptions in Switzerland, there's this time of sharing sort of talents, gifts through action with the bride and groom. It's a very long reception where there's delicious food and games, and it's felt very personal to the bride and groom because each person that wanted to gift them something, although physical gifts were given also, there's a time where you could do whatever talent or gifting you have as a person, artistically, or in any way. Like if you want to cook something for them, like an amazing cake that's for their wedding, for their honeymoon, some people came up and played instruments that just like they were amazing at it, and they did it as a performance for them. The bride and groom kind of sat in the middle of the room and got to enjoy essentially some kind of like a talent show of friends and family, but like true talents that really were meaningful. And everyone kind of shared their story of the couple and their love for the couple through these gifts of talents, and I was just blown away. I was blown away. It was so special. In fact, I got to dance for my friend and her now husband. So of course the dance was surrounding their story, told a bit of a story, so I probably shared a bit before dancing. And yeah, it was a while ago, but it was so special. And anyhow, I just thought that kind of blew me away. It was also kind of fun because from the ceremony to the reception, all the guests drove together in like this caravan up these incredible hills of Switzerland, and you're curving around and following each other. It feels like kind of camaraderie in the experience. I also remember that after the ceremony there were like lots of different snacks and foods and really fun things to eat and drink just outside the venue. So yeah, we do that in the US sometimes too, where after the ceremony there's like a time of maybe appetizers, or like, because there can sometimes be a long waiting period between a ceremony and a reception, and guests get hungry and kind of bored and all that, and so they just made it like a whole day experience, and that's just kind of how they do it in Switzerland. So I loved that. I really appreciated it, and yeah, I thought it was quite beautiful. My friend in the morning, I kept asking, like, what can I do to help? I was there maybe 10 days before her wedding and just with her through the process. And it was like, you want to come with me to my hair appointment? And I was like, okay, sure. Like, you don't need anything. Like, she didn't need to do anything. We just hung out. Just had never experienced that before. With other friends who've gotten married, like, usually there's quite a bit of stress and a lot of little details to work on up until the very last minute. So, pretty refreshing experience. If you have a best friend in the US, maybe you can do that for each other. Agree to plan each other's wedding, or execute maybe, plan and execute, but with the ideas of the bride and groom, of course. So we've reached the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. See you soon.